Good morning, students. Once again, I am here before you for class 9th history subject. In previous class, we have completed our chapters. Chapter first, the French Revolution. But I want that today, for your betterment, a revision for better recall. Dear students, in chapter first, there are 12 topics. Today, I am going to highlight one by one about all 12 topics, especially the student who enrolled later or received the materials after the start of the class. Before the revision, especially for you, मिट जाते जो दीप रोशन कर लाख चिरागों को, नमन उन्हें हैं जो लौटाते हैं गई बहारों को, फैला करके हाथ जहाँ में झुक जाना तो आसा है, बहती नदियों से पानी पी प्यास बुझाना आसा है, नित्य खोद कर नए कुएं जो सबकी प्यास बुझाते हैं, वही लोग हैं जो सदियों तक पूजे जाते हैं. Dear students, your first topic is the French society during the late 18th century. In this topic, you had read Louis XVI was the monarch, ascended in 1774, and how Louis XVI was responsible for the French Revolution. He was absolute monarch, and during the Louis XVI, the treasury of France was empty. Why? You have read. And then what was feudal system, and the French society, how was it divided? The main cause of the French society was the social disparity. It means a social division. That time, French society was divided in three categories, in three states: first states, second states, and third states. The member of first state and second state had a privilege, but not for the member of third state. Clergy, nobility, and others were divided by the French monarch in the France. There were many taxes like the tithes and the taille were imposed on the member of third state, and also there were many small taxes were imposed on the daily use things. In next topic, the struggle to survive. How was the population of France increased, and lack of food grains, the people of the France were on the road and demanded the bread, the staple diet of the France. And next topic, you had read the growing middle class in wastage and into privilege. From the member of a third state, some educated people and prosperous people emerged and called the middle class people. What was the demand of middle class people? In middle class, some philosophers came and wrote his ideas like the Jean-Jacques Rousseau, John Locke, Montesquieu. John Locke wrote the two treatises of government, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau wrote social contract, and Montesquieu wrote the spirit of law. It means what was the role of philosophers in the French Revolution? How did the people of France ignite after the study of the materials of the philosophers? You have read. And in next topic, the outbreak of revolution. The outbreak of revolution, revolution की शुरुआत कैसे हुई? In this topic you had read the state general, the political body, the monarch called a meeting on 5th May 1789 in Versailles, but the proposal of a monarch did not satisfy the member of third estate. It was the prevail of the system of the election that each state one vote. But now, after the study of a social contract written by Jean-Jacques Rousseau, the member of third estate demanded one person, one vote, but Louis XVI opposed the demand of the member of third estate, and the meeting cancelled. Then 20th June 1789, under the leadership of Mirabeau and Abbé, once again a meeting held, and a constitution, a immediate constitution written, and it declared to remove the monarch of France as Louis XVI. In this topic you had read the spread of the great fear. How did the peasant start to beat or kill the landlords? Landlords escaped exile, and then feudal system removed from France. You have read in this topic. And next topic, France become a constitutional monarchy. How did France become a constitutional monarchy? A constitution was written by the revolutionaries, and the main object of this constitution was to limit the power of the king, and also the government divided into one person in legislature, executive and judiciary. Here, by the revolutionaries, the French people were categorized in active citizen and passive citizen. Who were active citizen? Active citizen were who have entitled to right to vote, and they were only the person the age of above 25 years, only male who can paid like the taxes in 3 days remuneration or the wages, and rest all, it means below 25 years male or poor male or woman were not entitled to right to vote, according to the 1791 constitution of France, when the France becomes a constitutional monarchy. And according to this constitution, there were many rights were given to the French people, like the right to life, freedom of his speech, freedom of opinion, equality before law. First time the French people enjoyed with some rights. And in next topic you have read political symbol, like in page number 12, the broken chain, the bundle of rods of faces, the eye within a triangle radiating light, scriptures, snake biting its tail to form a ring, something. You can watch in page number 12, and you have not completed. You have to write the symbol and the meaning. And the next topic, you read France abolishes monarchy. How was monarchy abolished from France and France become a republic? You have read the French ruler Louis XVI signed a negotiation with the other neighboring countries of Austria, but the people started revolutions against the Prussia, and that time, the first time, a national anthem was sung by the revolutionaries and called the Marseillaise. And once again, the people of France were not satisfied with this constitution or the government, and then they wanted a revolution once again in France by the middle class, emerging class people or prosperous people. And for the revolution, a Jacobin club was formed. The members of Jacobin club were less prosperous, especially for small business class people were, and they decided to wear a special type of cloth called knee breeches, and they were called chaculant. And then you have read in summer of 1792 Jacobin planned an insurrection, विशाल हिंसा किया, and the Louis XVI hostage for several hours, कई घंटों तक उसे बंदी बनाया गया, and by force Louis XVI signed on the new constitution by the revolutionaries, and a new parliament formed called the convention. And according to the convention, in 1792, Louis, without the interest of the Louis XVI, monarchy abolished from France, and France declared as a republic in 1792. And later Louis XVI and a wife Marie Antoinette executed publicly, you have read. And in next topic, you have read the reign of terror. The Maximilien Robespierre, the main leader of the Jacobin club, became the head of France during the 1793 to 1794, but he relentlessly started his rule, and then the opponent people, clergy, member of other political parties, even numbers of his own party who did not agree with his proposal were arrested, imprisoned, and then tried by the revolutionary tribunal. And how did Maximilien Robespierre impose new rules and laws in France? And the people of France were not satisfied with the rule of reign of, with Maximilien Robespierre. Maximilien Robespierre was started to punish such type of people, was guillotined, and after the dissatisfied the people, the Maximilien Robespierre also guillotined. And after the declination of the reign of terror, it means after 1793 to 1794, it means after 1794, once again a new type of government ruled in France, was called directory rule. And the fall of directory rule paved the path of Napoleon Bonaparte, a dictator. It means where the directors of directory rule often curse each other. They were not satisfied, and the path of Napoleon Bonaparte paved to a rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. You have read, and then in next topic you had read about the condition of woman. What was the contribution of woman in French people? What was the condition of woman before the French Revolution? What was the condition of woman during the French Revolution? And what was the condition of woman after the French Revolution? And in this topic you had read about during the reign of terror, what was the condition of woman, and but finally in 1946 woman got right to vote in France. In next topic you had read the slavery. What was the slavery? How was the slavery started in France? And why did the rich person, why did the wealthiest person not eliminate, not remove slavery from the France? And during the reign of terror, for a short time slavery removed from France, but after 10 years in 1804, during the Napoleon Bonaparte, once again slavery reintroduced by Napoleon Bonaparte, but after in the rule of Napoleon Bonaparte, or the declination of Napoleon Bonaparte in 1848, finally slavery was abolished or removed from France. You have, and in next topic, the revolution and everyday life, you had read. It means what was the benefit of the French Revolution? What was the legacy of the French Revolution? It means which type of changes came in the lives of the French people after the French Revolution. Which type of rights the French people were enjoyed after the French Revolution, like the abolition of censorship was the main right enjoyed by the French people after the storming of the Bastille, a fortress prison where the revolutionaries or nationalists were kept. In first topic, in the first page, you have read how on 14 July 1789 a French Revolution was started in the city of France, in Paris, in the morning, and some 7,000 men and women gathered and formed people's militia, attacked on Bastille, a fortress prison. Why was Bastille hated by all? Then you have read, because Bastille was a symbol of the despotic power of the king. And it means after the French Revolution, the French people were enjoying many rights. And at the last, in this chapter, you have read about the Napoleon Bonaparte, the famous personality of the world, especially the France, emerged as a defense minister and become a chancellor and become the emperor of France in 1804, and defeated in the Battle of Waterloo in 1815 by the major countries Austria, Russia, Prussia, and Britain. Then this chapter completed. Your next chapter is once again the revolution, like the French Revolution. This is the Russian Revolution, but the mood, but the theme is changed in the chapter 2. In first chapter, the theme of the first chapter was nationalism. You have to read in class 10. The main theme of this chapter was nationalism, and the theme of chapter 2 will be the socialism. So, thank you. Have a nice day. Make a nice day.